What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So good to have you here. Thank you for tuning in. If you have decided that you're gonna cut the crap and start getting more done, if you wanna increase your productivity, then you've come to the right place. The last video I posted, we talked about the difference between being busy and being productive. So in this video, I really wanna outline 5 awesome ways that you can increase your productivity. 5 keys, 5 easy things that you can implement right now, today, in order to actually start getting more done. So let's get into it. The first one is to make a habit of doing. A lot of times we get caught up in this mental stage called analysis paralysis. This is when, you get so fixated on the idea of doing something, you get so fixated in the planning stage, wondering what could go wrong, how can I make things better, just getting all these different ideas. You get so caught up in your head that you don't actually do anything. You don't actually produce any results. You don't actually take any action. And honestly, that right there is usually like a large percentage of why you don't get a lot of stuff done. Think about how many awesome ideas that you've had. Now think about how many awesome ideas that you've implemented. You know what I'm saying? And that right there will tell you one of the biggest things that's holding you back and keeping you from getting more done in your day-to-day life. Step number 1, key number 1, not in any sequential order, but key number 1 right now, make a habit of doing. If you make it a habit to actually do things, then you train your brain to actually do stuff. You train your brain to, I don't want to say think less, but instead of just sitting there and going on for weeks and months and sometimes years on the same idea, you start actually doing stuff. So key number 2, I'm very tired. Key number 2 is to manage your time. This doesn't necessarily have to be like down to the hour, down to the minute. You don't have to say, oh, I'm gonna get up at 7 o'clock and I'm gonna jog from 7 o'clock to 7:15, and then I'm gonna pee from 7:15 to 7:17. Yeah, you don't have to be like, you don't have to scrutinize your schedule so hard down to the minute, down to the second. What I like to do is section off the day. Decide what you're gonna accomplish in the morning. Decide what you're gonna accomplish in the evening, afternoon, set it out of order, nighttime, whatever. But pretty much segment today, manage your time. Don't waste your time. A big way to help manage your time, bonus key, a to-do list. If you have a to-do list, if you make a decision of what you're gonna do each day, you waste less time wondering what you're gonna do. So that's like one of the best ways to manage your time. But we'll save, I don't wanna go too deep into that, we'll save that for another video. Yep. So key number 3, cut out unfruitful activities. Stop wasting your time. Put respect on your time. This kind of ties into managing your time, right? If you cut out unfruitful activities, things that you know that you're doing that you don't need to be doing. Like for me, one of my biggest time wasters was there was this app, this little fighting game that I used to like to play on my phone. When I, really sat down and thought about it throughout the day, I spent probably altogether at least 2 or 3 hours on the phone playing this little app. And that's time that I could have been using to fine tune my ideas. That's the time I could have been using to do some personal development or some research or, networking or things of that nature. You don't always need more time. Sometimes you have to manage your time better. Now, key number 4 is to make the most of your time. Again, a lot of these tie together. But making the most of the time, when I say that, things that normally would not be very fruitful activities, make them fruitful. So if you're just sitting at the bus stop, you're waiting for the bus to pull up, or if you're waiting for somebody to pick you up, you're waiting for a ride, you call the Uber and it's gonna be a little while before it gets there. Something like that. If you're ironing your clothes, instead of just sitting there ironing your clothes, watch some personal development. While you're sitting there at the bus stop, network with some people. When you go to the coffee shop, introduce yourself to people. Just make the most of your time. If you're trying to build a brand, you should be networking. You know what I'm saying? So even in your spare time, if you're gonna go to the gym, play some basketball, you're gonna go work out, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna go for a jog, you're gonna go hang out at the bar. That's cool, do that. but talk to people and tell them about your business. You don't have to talk to, you don't have to walk up to every single person and just lead with, hey, my name is Ray and I'm a YouTuber. Hey, you don't got to do like that. Be a real person, have real experiences, real conversations. But somewhere in there, when it comes up, because 90% of the time when people meet each other, they ask, what do they do for a living? If this is if your goal should be your number one anyway. You know what I'm saying? It might be a side hustle now. It might be just a thing that you're developing now, but that should be the most important thing to you anyway. So that should be the thing that you lead with. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm a YouTuber, but I work at such and such and such. And when you start doing that, you subconsciously program your mind to place more importance on that thing. So I guess that was really just another bonus key I was giving you. So make the most of your time, maximize your time. If you're doing laundry, if you're ironing your clothes, if you're cleaning the kitchen, watch some personal development, network with some people, call up a mentor, or it doesn't even have to be a formal mentor, just that friend or somebody that motivates you. Chop up some ideas with somebody, call somebody that's, doing something similar to you, reach out to them, talk to them, have a little mastermind, have a little, chop session and get some ideas flowing, get your brain flowing. But don't, waste your time. Put some respect on your time. Manage your time. The last one for now. Don't forget your why. A lot of people say that it's corny. A lot of people say it's cliche. I do not believe this. I really honestly believe and have experienced keeping your why, keeping the reason why in front of you is one of the biggest motivating factors. For instance, right now, it's like 3:30 in the morning. I did not want to record this video. I've been dealing with a whole lot this week. My girl been in and out of the hospital. I've been having to take her back and forth. Work has been stupid. It's been getting on my nerves. My phone has been acting up. Crapped out on me the other day, so I wasn't able to record my video. But what do? You remember your why. I'm doing this because I want to help other people eat. I want to help people build brands. I want to see more people that have the urge or have the idea to quit their job to be able to actually do that. I want to see more people building brands and building businesses and building empires and moving forward and manifesting wealth. I want to see people establishing abundance, living an abundant lifestyle, manifesting their potential, living the type of life that they know that they can live. That is my why. That is why I'm here. That is why I do what I do. So that way we can all come from between rags and riches. That's what this is all about. That's my why. What is your why? Why did you start? The reason why you started is the reason why you cannot stop. The reason why you started is the reason why you cannot give up. Don't sleep on yourself. Put respect on yourself. Believe in yourself. Always. Never forget your why. I don't care what anybody tells you. People say, oh, that's so cliche. That's just something that, entrepreneurs or network marketers, that's just something that people say just to, get some likes on Instagram. Nah, man. No, it's so motivating. It's so motivating. It'll keep you focused. It will keep you up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, making these videos, talking to your cell phone camera, yelling in this empty room. I mean, I'm not really yelling, but still though, like seriously, never forget your why. So to recap, bring it back, right? Make a habit of doing, manage your time, cut out unfruitful activities, make the most of your time, and don't forget your why. Don't forget why you started. Don't forget why you're doing what you are doing. Do those 5 things, and I personally guarantee you will get more done.